Hi everybody, it is Technique Tuesday. Let's have a look at the infographic for today. So what you can see is Technique Tuesday. Resonance is the icing on the cake. One cannot ice an unbaked cake. You have to put basic ingredients in the bowl first. You have to have all those basic ingredients, and yes, I mean the 5 essentials. And if you have those 5 essentials and you regularly visit them, you regularly examine what those 5 essentials, what posture is doing for you, what you are doing for your posture, your breathing, the way you think about allowing the air in, and therefore how you go about making that sound that you want to make, the onset. How do you actually go about doing that? The lip trills, which kind of sew together all of the previous 5 essentials. If you're doing a really good lip trill, then it will have all of those basic elements involved in it, and also they serve to give you that first glimpse maybe of the body coming into action, and you can really feel the adrenaline starting to flow. Lip trills are a really essential ingredient of the 5 basics. You have to be able to do them well. And then to finish it all, we do sirening, and as I've often said, sirening is really important and probably the most tricky of all of the things, although some of you find sirening is the thing for you. It involves things like the interaction, the relationship between the tongue and the jaw, and of course we start to use words like resonance because we start to feel the vibrations on our general amplifier, which is us. We talk about vague terms. These are chest, middle and head voice. That's where they tend to vibrate. Okay, but with resonance, of course, you're pulling in all sorts of other things as well, and that resonance is what we're after. That's like the kind of, if you like, the holy grail of all of the 5 things come together that you hope to make a nice, good, resonant sound that carries 100%, but it does give a really good idea of having your mixing bowl of all the ingredients it takes that you need to produce a good vocal sound and have a good understanding. You have to learn how to mix them all together well and then turn them out onto whatever you're, where you're going to work the mixture, your voice. And then the icing on the cake is having it all just so perfectly set. The resonance pings, your sound is gorgeous, and you get those high floaty notes, or you manage to scale difficult intervals without any thought because your body is so engaged. That is the icing on the cake. You've absolutely got your basic technique under control, and that's the icing on the cake. So let's just have another look at that infographic one more time. So it says resonance is the icing on the cake. One cannot ice an unbaked cake. You have to put basic ingredients in the bowl first. And now of course you can absolutely see how that really correlates to what we talk about on a regular basis. If something in your singing is not working well, it will generally be because some of the basic principles are not quite being adhered to. They haven't been mixed together quite yet. And it's going back to the basics, going in order: posture, breathing, onset, lip trills to cement those things, and then sirening. When you get a little bit kind of more advanced, you can mix up the order of the exercises, or like on Saturday where we incorporated it all. We were thinking about the posture, the breathing, whilst we were doing the lip trills. But basically, yes, you have to really hoist that whole idea of needing your ingredients, mixing them together, and ultimately you end up with a beautiful resonant voice. Okay, so that's my technique tip of the day. Resonance is the icing on the cake, and you cannot ice an unbaked cake. Happy singing.